Welcome to episode 3 of our inaugural group cruise on the beautiful Sky Princess cruise ship. In this episode, will Copenhagen be wonderful? We visit one of the oldest theme parks in the world. We give some top tips when visiting Copenhagen. There's more group cruise antics, and find out what made me cry not once, but twice.
Right, so our next port of call is Copenhagen, one that we've never been to again. And it's
a country we've never been to.
Yes, new country.
A new country.
Yes, we need to add that to our list.
So that's now 235 countries we've been to.
No, I think that make it 59, I believe. So
Our view of wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen wasn't what we'd hoped for, but there was certainly plenty of activity. We must admit we found the diggers quite fascinating, and before we knew it, it was time for our afternoon excursion.
So Tivoli Gardens was where we were going to end up. And Dan and Johnny and Will had kindly, before we left home, arranged for 2 coaches to take all of our group, or those that wanted it, off to Tivoli Gardens. And it worked like a dream, didn't it, Paulie?
It worked like a dream, and there was well over 100 people, I understand. Is that right?
It was, yeah, 2 coaches. So we set off to Tivoli Gardens. And for those of you who don't know, Tivoli Gardens, I think, is the second oldest amusement park in the world. And it was inspiration for Walt Disney, and it's set right in the middle of Copenhagen, isn't it? Right in the middle of the city. Beautiful, beautiful gardens, and some exhilarating funfair rides, which Paul, let's show you some footage of how the day went.
En route to Tivoli Gardens, our first stop was the Little Mermaid. Commissioned in 1909 by Carl Jacobsen, the son of the founder of Carlsberg, the Little Mermaid was sculpted by Edvard Eriksson and depicts the fairy tale of the same name by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. Despite standing at just 4 feet 1 inches tall, it has been a popular tourist attraction since 1913. Tivoli Gardens is a garden and amusement park that first opened in August the 15th, 1843, making it the 3rd oldest operating amusement park in the world. Founded by George Carton's son, who persuaded King Kristiansand VIII to give him 15 acres of land, saying, when people are amused, they don't think about politics. The park features a theatre, bandstands, cafes and restaurants, and mechanical rides. George Cartington's mantra was, as long as there is imagination, Tivoli Gardens will never be finished. Tivoli was the inspiration for Walt Disney to start his first theme park, Disneyland, in Anaheim, California, which opened in 1955.
Right, so Paul and Ken are going on the tic-tac, which is like a version of the waltzer with a twist. It basically, literally goes round and round, but it also goes upside down. So, this is it. And we can't wait to see their faces. And they thought it was a good idea. Oh dear. You enjoy that?
Is it normal to cry?
You were going spinning like a crazy spinning thing.
You made that longer, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe. So would you recommend?
You're on the cruise, and it's like,
would you recommend?
I wouldn't recommend that to my worst enemy. Next up was the Demonin, the 3 brave men, myself, Dino and Ken, awaiting our fate. If you look closely, you'll see us waving from the last car. The Demonin, or Demon, opened in 2004 and cost €10 million to build. It reaches a height of 28 metres or just under 92 feet and has a top speed of 77 kilometers per hour, which is just under 50 miles per hour. The many twists and turns gives it a G-force rating of 4 times the gravitational pull of Earth, and the ride takes just 1 minute and 46 seconds.
What's the verdict?
That was amazing.
Amazing. Was it Dean? Yeah. Ken?
Hello. Dean had to take his shirt off, so he's right on the
Fast, yeah, good.
After the excitement of the rides, we headed off in search of refreshments. This led us through some archways called the Skagan. With plenty of choices on offer, we headed to the beer garden for a big beer and an even bigger sausage. With our bellies full of big sausages, we had another look around the gardens where we encountered a beautiful peacock, a robotic rabbit mower and a Chinese theatre. We were so happy we even had a little dance. Visiting Tivoli Gardens with 100 of our gang was a fantastic experience that we would definitely recommend. While we were busy at Tivoli Gardens, other members of our group were exploring Copenhagen. So if Tivoli Gardens is not your cup of tea, here are some top tips of more things to do in Copenhagen. First up is Kristiansand's Palace. It's the home of the Danish Parliament, the Danish Supreme Court and the Danish Prime Minister's office. Several parts of the palace are still used by the Danish monarch, including the royal reception rooms, the palace chapel and the royal stables. The royal stables were established in 1789 and in its heyday housed 270 horses, but today it's a home for around 20 horses. Originally a summer house built in the Dutch Renaissance style for Christian IV in 1606, the castle was home to the Danish royal family until 1710, but has only been used twice since that date. The castle has been open to the public since 1838 with many things of interest including the Danish crown jewels. The castle's gardens are the oldest royal gardens in Denmark and attract over 2.5 million visitors per year. Other landmarks worthy of a visit are definitely the Gefjorden Fountain on the harbour front, or visit the statue of Denmark's most famous son Hans Christian Andersen. You'll find him in the King's Garden. And for kids of all ages, a trip to the Lego store in Copenhagen is a must. Did you know that Lego is from Denmark and gets its name from the Danish phrase leg godt, which translates to play well? There are stacks of other things to do in Copenhagen, including various boat trips, or why not just self-explore and see where the day takes you.
So it was just such a fun day out, wasn't it, Pauline?
It was fabulous.
Yes.
Carole obviously enjoyed it for a different reason to me because she had a great big sausage.
I did.
And everybody who knows Carole knows that she loves a big sausage.
I had a bratwurst, yes, and it was delicious, wasn't it,
It was.
Pauline?
Like, I'll be honest, I'm not usually a big fan of the old German sausage, but I thought the whole meal
It's a
was
Danish sausage there, yeah.
Well, it's bratwurst, isn't it? So
I know.
you can't call a Danish sausage bratwurst because that's German bratwurst.
Anywho.
So it was lovely.
Yes, it was a great day out, and back to the ship. And the weather's gone a little bit inclement. We were told when we got back to the ship that unfortunately our port to Skagan's been cancelled because of high winds and it's too dangerous to dock, which is sad because we wanted to see a little bit of Skagan. However, or Skagan, so I'm sure I'll get called out for pronouncing that wrong.
Well, what's sad is now we've got to send all our group merch back.
Yes, because we're not going there.
No, you can't send your group cruise merch back.
No, exactly that. So back on board, and it was around about 7:30, and I'll let Paul talk about this because something quite special happened.
Well, I condense it down. There was a football match, we won it. What can I say?
It's quite a big one though, isn't it?
It was the Europa League final, and Tottenham haven't won a trophy for 17 years. And this was quite a big one. It's not the biggest European trophy, it's the second one down, but I will take anything we can get. And we beat Man United in the final, which made it even more special, an all-English final, and it was amazing. And yes, I cried, and yes, I drank far too much, and I can't believe how well I feel at this moment in time, despite the amount of beer that passed my clacker.
Yes, I left Paul at 4 o'clock this morning because I thought, no, I got to go to bed. But I think you only came in about half an hour later, didn't you?
I came in at 5:10.
But a great night was had by all.
I wasn't the last person at the International Cafe either. There was a fair few still in there.
But here's a little bit of footage from a fun night with our group, and Paul jumping around like a loony at the football.
Streets of Bilbao are theirs. They have their hands on some silver.
Spurs are going to Wembley. My knees have gone all trembly. Come on, you Spurs!
For those of you who are new to Princess, if you've had a late night like we did with lots of our amazing friends and you're feeling a little bit peckish, then you need to head to the Piazza on Deck 5 to the International Cafe. It serves sandwiches, pies, cakes and cookies, as well as specialty coffees and teas. We are having the best time on our first ever group cruise, but sadly this brings another day to a close. Join us in the final episode of our inaugural group cruise, where we enjoy more fabulous food and entertainment, have our final meetups, and bid a sad farewell to so many wonderful people we have met during this amazing experience.